Hey, it's Miller with KISS TV, and you're watching it right now live on 99.3 KISSFM.com. And where we are right now is Harrisburg University. You've probably seen that nice high-rise as you drive downtown. And what we're about to do is give you a full, in-depth tour of what Harrisburg University could offer you if you're looking to get into school. And right now we're going to start it in the Piscotti Family Boardroom, which is amazing, the view and everything. And we'll talk to the Director of Admissions, Mike Wilson, in a second. Let's go. So this is it, and Mike Wilson, Director of Admissions, Harrisburg University, here to talk to you about everything here about Harrisburg University and what they have to offer. And if you come on in, you can actually see this is a big boardroom. A lot of meetings take place, and people can rent this out, right?
Yes, if they wanted to. We are also a conference center.
Okay, and now let's talk. What all can happen in here? Is this classrooms, just conference center? What all goes in here?
Well, this is our Board of Trustees meeting facility. And imagine a group full of community leaders who want to see a bright, young, talented workforce and want to keep those folks in Pennsylvania. That's the group that sits at this table.
Wow.
And they help us model our curriculum. They support the university in a number of ways.
What we're about to take you into now is the auditorium here at the Harrisburg University that seats about 150 students, and the screen and the technology in this room is going to blow you away. Let's take a tour.
Technology here is it's pretty ridiculous. We have a camera system up there that's motion censored, and it would follow around anybody who is presenting. And then we have another one over here that actually takes the audience and so forth that we can pan back and forth between. This podium also moves up and down and adjusts to your height. So I'm a little taller than you, so if we want to make you feel bigger, we can adjust that.
Look at that, that's awesome.
And the other thing that's neat about this room too is if we were conducting any sort of classroom in here, the way that we have the network set up and the settings here with everything, if a student was working on something really cool that a professor wanted to showcase on the big screen up here, we will be able to do that.
Oh, okay. So you can, whatever they're doing, we can kind of broadcast it on top.
Yep.
That's great.
I envision a Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl party in here.
Oh, God. You had to drop your team, didn't you? It'd be great. And we're about to step into a science lab, I believe. Yes. So this is one of the new science labs. What goes on in here?
Well, this one you might like. A lot of our forensics students use this lab. We have a forensics program here, and as part of that program, our students actually work on live active cases with the Dauphin County Coroner's Office.
So, if you're into forensics and you like watching like CSI and all those TV shows, this is your room.
Exactly.
One of them, of many.
Yes, yes. So you can see over here, they do a lot of work with, say, entomology and looking at how the body decomposes.
Oh, what the heck is that?
All sorts of things. Apparently we have a student that's working on some sort of bug project.
Okay, good.
And I just looked over here. I know that recently this was in the news. People purchased 6,000 flesh-eating bugs to help with that forensics program. And these things multiply quickly. But we have them in here. If you can see them in there, they kind of
look at them,
like little
right there,
maggots or something.
Yeah, and that will eat me alive.
It actually, they eat flesh, and it helps with studies with decomposition and decay and all of those types of things. I'm not a forensics major, but I know that some people really love that stuff.
Very important that when you mess with a flesh-eating bug, you don't go oops and drop one.
Exactly.
This is another science lab where explain the casings back here.
Okay. Essentially, these are for students who are conducting research, and they're working with materials that they need to be really careful with. So you can see that each student has their own sort of individual range hood, and professors are again able to use that camera technology to be able to reinforce different lessons and make sure that students are really grasping the concepts of everything they're working with. Because rest assured, when students go to work at places like Hershey Med and some of these advanced research facilities, they're going to be using this type of equipment. So we want to make sure that they really know their stuff before they graduate.
And what's really cool about Harrisburg University is everything is brand new. Everything's top of the line, newest technology. So just like you said, it's very hands-on, which is I think the biggest benefit of coming to Harrisburg University is you're so hands-on that you are probably as knowledgeable as the people already in that profession. So when you get there, you're already on the same page as everybody else.
Exactly. As part of our graduation requirements, we require 2 internships that students must complete prior to graduating here. Then we also require 2 capstone projects during the junior and senior year. So students definitely have some really good hands-on experience, and some work experience by the time that they graduate. Yeah. So, and don't worry if you do touch any chemicals. We have an emergency eye wash shower over here. So this is definitely one of those don't press the red button kind of things.
This is a special section of Harrisburg University because the artwork behind us is all recycled.
Exactly. It is actually symbolic of Harrisburg University from start to finish. So you'll notice the project actually starts over here up top. And if I recall correctly, I think there are 19 different panels. And that's because the idea in and of itself started roughly 19 years ago. And you'll see how it's sort of like a domino effect. And that's considered the momentum of the project and everything getting off the ground. You'll also notice at the bottom there, it doesn't technically end, and that's because we are still ongoing.
Right.
So we don't end. But all of these materials were from the construction site, so every bit of it is all recycled product.
Even like the cables and the
Even
wiring
the cables,
and stuff like
the
that.
wiring, the wood, the metal brackets, every single bit of it is all recycled from the construction project.
And you may not believe it, but yes, there's a library here, and it's very important that they still have a library.
Yes, absolutely. Every university needs a library. Students have to have research materials available to them to work with their projects and their assignments. In-house, we have currently a collection of about 3,000 volumes, which we're still building. But then we also have a digital collection, which houses over 30,000 volumes.
Wow.
So lots for students at their disposal. We also have a partnership then with the state system. So if they needed materials that we wouldn't have in our tangible collection or in the digital collection, they would be able to get that.
Easy accessible.
Yep.
And they still have the checkout, so that if you remember back in school, when you get a book, you can check it out, automatic checkout for your system.
Yeah, going back to that ID card that we were talking about, students are able to use that to check out books here. We have an automated self-checkout system with book returns throughout the university to make it nice and convenient.
Yeah, very easy. So it's Harrisburg University. Everything is very hands-on, and technology is obviously the biggest main focus. And you're very laptop savvy. So
yeah, well, it's actually a requirement. All students coming here have to have a laptop. If they need help with that, of course, we can do that.
So there's got to be some help.
There is. Since we are a wireless campus, when we require laptops, we actually have on-site help desk and technical support too.
For anybody?
For anybody.
All
so,
students?
Well, yes, students and staff.
Right. So if you have a computer problem, something's not right, you're not connecting, there's an issue with the computer, there's help right here.
Absolutely.
Perfect. You guys have everything. Like you've covered it all. This is great. So we know when you are trying to attend a university or get into school, there's always the talk about financial aid and the resources and everything that you need. And well, right behind us, where Mike's office is basically all of that in one room, so there's no confusion, right?
Exactly. We wanted a one-stop shopping concept here, so that students can literally just walk in right off the street, especially with our convenient location, and then just walk on the first floor right into the admissions office. We also house financial aid and the registrar's office here. So a student can literally just come in and apply for admission, pay for school with financial aid and grants and some of the other things that we have to help them, and then sign up for their classes all in just one convenient little area.
Harrisburg University of Science and Technology has one of the lowest tuition costs of any private university in Pennsylvania. Current scholarships are available for this fall semester. If you've ever thought about doing software engineering, doing system analysis, designing games, working on internet marketing, satellite imagery, working in healthcare, pollution control, drug development, and so much more, then think Harrisburg University of Science and Technology. To get more information on how you can attend Harrisburg University, log on to harrisburgu.edu today.